Hey, thanks for stopping by, and let me tell you about this piece. Now, this piece is called View from the Top, and this comes from some of my many personal experiences. Years ago, I was riding for a cutting horse man. He was over in Riverside, California. And you know, we rode a lot of real bronky kind of horses. People brought horses to us that people were having troubles with and they had trouble. So we ended up with a lot of kind of nasty old ponies. Well, one day I walked out and he says, you know, I got an old mare you need to ride. Now, this is a 4-year-old mare. And you know, he brought her out and she was short and just big, stout mare, you know, and she was kind of pig-eyed and pin-eared. And he says, you know, I think let's just give her a go. So off we go to the round corral. Well, we get her to the round corral. We had an old Porter saddle, you know, and we threw that thing up there. And he threw me up on her, and she bucked a little bit. He kind of moved her around, and we kind of got her going. And by golly, after about a week or so in that round corral, she was doing okay, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, and I'm riding her around, you know, we're loping around the round corral. I'm thinking, by golly, this old mare, I think, can get out in the arena, and we'll just see what's going to happen with it, you know. Well, as I'm going around, and I'm thinking to myself just how wonderful all this is. Well, out in front of this place, there was no train track, and there were trains went by all the time. Never did nothing, never thought anything about it. Well, this day, and for reasons that to this day I don't know why, the engineer decides to blow the horn. Well, when he blew that son of a gun horn, this old sow just exploded straight up into the air, and she just set me off. She just squealed. I hit the ground, I looked up, and she was bucking. That old saddle horn was clearing that 8-foot round corral fence. And that's where this piece comes from, and the idea. And it's the whole idea of getting on these old bronky horses, you know, and trying to get that sense of just what it's like to be up there. And you get this little view from the top. Now, you'll notice this guy, this contemporary buckaroo, I put a flat hat on him, typical of what I ride and other guys ride in buckaroo country. Chink leggings on here. And remember, you should be able to tell where a cowboy's from by his gear. So as I go through this is real typical buckaroo gear. So you got your chink leggings here. Now this tree is saddle tree, and the saddle is called a wade tree. Typically we ride 3-5 cellulose or wades, and it's got some silver on it. And like these are called tapaderos or eagle bill taps, 22-inch long, full carved. Now he's got a 3-inch drop shank spur. Now it's all little silver conchos and things on it. Again, real typical of buckaroo country. 60-foot rayetta. Now you know when you see this rig on a horse's head, you know you're talking about a horse that's fairly young, and he's just in his first stages of training. This is called a hackamore. It consists of a bosal, which is rawhide, a headstall here, latigal headstall, and this little rope here is called a Theodore rope, and it kind of holds that heel knot and that in position for you. This is called a McCarty rope. Now it's braided horsehair in real life. One 22-foot piece of rope. It comes out, you put it through your bosal in that, makes a loop rein, and then you can see how it comes around. And you'll tuck it around your horn. You're not roping, you can put it around the horn there. And then you tuck it into your leggings. See, that way if that old horse bucks you off, or you step off of it and he kind of scats out from underneath you, well then you know that you've got a hold of it. You can't leave your foot someplace. And this old horse, his old ears are pinned back, you know. You can see here he's just a squalling like a son of a gun. And he's got this old quirt here in his hand, because what he's got to do is the horse can't buck when his head's up. So you got to use that quirt to get down there and get that old horse's head up, so that he's in the, he's gonna hopefully quit bucking with you. So that's what you're looking for there. So this old horse has just launched himself, you know, and just gone to bucking. It gives you lots of nice elevation and really gives you a sense of what it's like to be on one of these old son of a guns. And I like this big mass of dust and crud, you know, and then it just kind of sends you right on over. You got a little bit of a nice contemporary feel with the bass too, which is a neat thing. I love to play with basses and that, you know. And you can see on each side here, it really has a nice sense of motion to it and that. And this old boy, he's in just kind of a world of hurt here, and he's getting ready to get launched, just like I was. So this is the piece View from the Top, and thanks a lot for letting me tell you about it.